For many fans, boxing is only about fights, blood, and entertainment. But in reality, boxing is one of the most violent combat sports in which two fighters get into the squared circle to take each other's heads off. Many are unaware of the dangers involved in it, and how it has destroyed the lives of many great fighters. The greats like Muhammad Ali and Gerald McLellan have all suffered from severe brain damage and literally sacrificed their lives to this sport. The blows they take to the head are deadly. And today, we are going to cover how boxing slowly damages a fighter's brain and how you can prevent it. All boxers suffer from brain injuries. Researcher Dr. A.H. Roberts said that any fighter who fights professionally has a 100% chance of having brain trauma. But that does not mean that it is always going to lead towards disability or dementia. As an immediate effect of hits to the head, out of 100, 17% of the fighters are likely to have a chance of developing dementia pugilistica, DP, also called chronic traumatic brain injury, CTBI, and chronic traumatic encephalopathy, CTE. Dr. A.H. Roberts has analyzed that boxers who are competing in Great Britain have tested positive for chronic brain injury, and almost 17% had symptoms consistent with DP. This could be because of repetitive concussive or subconcussive head traumas over the course of many years. Simply put, all boxers had some evidence of chronic trauma, and 17 out of 100 boxers suffered dementia because of direct fighting. Constant blows to the head cause a serious problem. Muhammad Ali's brain injuries. The brain is very soft, and the skull is really hard. When it comes to sports, football players take headers, NFL players get into nasty tackles, pro wrestlers take chair shots, and fighters take heavy blows to the head. Due to this, all these sportsmen go through the curse of brain damage. Many great boxers, footballers, soccer players, and wrestlers have gone through this problem. The greatest of all time, Muhammad Ali, went through at the age of 42, just 3 years into retirement from boxing. He noticed slowness of movement, slurred speech, tremors, and unexplained fatigue. The audience started questioning the beautiful sport of boxing. How could boxing do this to the most graceful world heavyweight champion of all time? Ali started feeling like an old man and went through a brain scan, which revealed that he had an enlarged third ventricle in the brain, atrophy of the brainstem, and a pronounced cavum septum pellucidum. Neurologist Stanley Fan, MD, examined at Columbia Presbyterian Medical Center and diagnosed Parkinsonism, which is the umbrella term for movement disorders including Parkinson's disease. The symptoms of brain damage can vary from person to person. A healthy lifestyle can help you to prevent it, to a certain extent, but still, there is no way to avoid damage if you box, fight, or take shots to your head by playing any different sport. More brain damage is taken in sparring than in fights. A fight can end early if your punch connects and your opponent gets knocked down. Many boxers put in a lot of work in sparring and spend sheer hours trading punches and perfecting their combos. According to a thesis that was prepared by an Australian doctor along with his colleague Michael Wang, boxing was described as a popular activity with many health benefits, but the traumas from it heavily contribute to brain damage. Boxers take more damage in sparring than in fights, especially the boxers who train with old-school coaches and go through tough sparring sessions. That overall contributes to concussions and brain traumas. So, why did an old-school boxer like Muhammad Ali start feeling old earlier, and the legend of this new era Floyd Mayweather is still making money out of exhibition fights at the age of 45? This is because technology has evolved training, and these boxers train smarter than the old-school boxers. So, what can we actually do now to prevent head injuries? Does boxing gear or headguard prevent brain injuries? The extra padding in the headguard absorbs the force and reduces the impact of strikes. A study by Andrew S. McIntosh and Declan A. Patton compared 7 headguards and concluded that thicker paddings gave maximum protection as compared to the thinnest ones. This seems obvious. However, the study was only limited to straight hardcore jabs. Boxing is a sport that includes hooks and uppercuts as well. These rotational punches have different effects. They do not only affect the face, but also the neck and internal neurological system. Any rotational acceleration greater than 7,483 radians per square second results in a 90% chance of concussion. These rotational punches do a lot of damage. Boxing can actually kill you. The life of a boxer is more fragile than you think. According to a research paper, Boxing, Regulating Health Hazard, the death rate from boxing is 0.03 out of 1,000 participants each year, which is lower than or similar to death rates in other high-risk sports. All deaths do not only occur because of brain injuries. In fact, various other injuries could contribute to ending a life, such as neck injuries and skull fractures, proving to be one of the most life-taking injuries. Neurologist Margaret Goodman has worked for many years as a ringside physician in Las Vegas, and he states that boxing is a beautiful sickness. The fans of the sport believe that the fewer punches you take in the match, the lesser chance of brain injuries. They mention many greats like Tyson Fury or Floyd Mayweather who have hardly taken punches in their entire career. They have seen Floyd not getting hit because of his great defense, closing and opening distances, dodges, and rolling shoulders. How about the days when he was perfecting his defense? Well, these people were not there when Floyd was sparring beasts inside the ring in his gym. For sure, he would have taken many shots inside Mayweather's boxing gym. So, do not only stick to believe what the camera shows you. With time, a human being's body deteriorates. Sports with a lot of risks should be performed with full protection. Maybe at some point, the industry needs to produce better protection with concussion testing available at all levels of the sport. As technology is getting more advanced and things are getting better, we can only hope for a solution to this problem in the near future. Can better defense or headgear completely eradicate the danger of concussion in any way? Or do you think that brain damage problems will always be present in boxing? Let us know your take on this in the comment section below. If you're enjoying our content and want to see more, be sure to leave a like before subscribing to the channel so you don't miss any of our weekly uploads. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time.